Hello guys and welcome to 1981. I'm joking, 1987. As promised in the update video, we're getting another TNA series. Yep, another TNA series. I haven't changed the background. Oh, okay. I've been playing zombie games. Reason for that is I don't know what to put in as a picture. So the background is going to be this. I'm just going to use this. I know I've used it. I'm using it on AAW, but I'll use it for this for now, and then I'll change it. I don't really want you guys looking at the Violins of Sodor. I don't think you guys want to be looking at the Violins of Sodor, really. But there you go, that will do. Just bring Hogan over there. Of course, Hulk Hogan ain't in this, but we open up. We are in our first ever show. This is Summerversary. This will be classified as Summerversary 0 or 1987. Next year's Summerversary will be 1, but Lockdown, Bound for Glory, and Final Revolutions will be classified as the first one. It's just that there is a certain guy, better known to all of us as King Ross, who absolutely loathes how WrestleMania is celebrated on its first one. So I've took that into account and ignored it. Took it into account. So Summerversary is in March. It is going to be one of our big four. But at the moment, it's not a big four. It's just a random show. It's our first ever show. So we're crowning the champion in the main event tonight. A fatal four-way elimination match. But in our opening match of the night, Chris Benoit, in a decent match, Chris Benoit defeats Steven Regal in 10:24 by pinfall the Dragon Suplex. Steven Regal's debut High Society gimmick, it's not showing great. Benoit Rabid Wolverine gimmick, initial rating very good, and that's quality in the colour commentary gave the match a boost. Steven Regal 30, Chris Benoit 53, no work comparison, 48D+. What a way to kick off. I knew this match wouldn't do as good, but a 33+. Holy shit, well done guys. In the battle, had decent wrestling, but non-existent crowd heat. Ricky Knight Jr. defeated Sabu in 9:31 by pinfall the pile driver. Sabu David's extremist gimmick, initial rating great. Old school heel gimmick for Ricky Knight, initial rating very good. And that's quality in the colour commentary getting the match a boost. Sabu 35, Ricky Knight 24. Sabu in performance and Ricky Knight in performance. Good on these two in the first show. Nice little improvements there from these two. I forgot to look in the previous match. In a battle, had decent wrestling. In a battle, had great heat and decent wrestling. Shane Douglas defeated Sid Vicious in 9:32 by pinfall the pile driver. Sid Vicious debuted his monster gimmick, initial rating great. Shane Douglas old school face gimmick, initial rating very good. And that's quality and the colour commentary match a boost. Sid Vicious 39, Shane Douglas 46. No work comparison, 46D. 25E for the hype package. Showing us that the main event will be Jeff Jarrett, Owen Hart, which gets a 59C. In our first show, we've got a 59C. Holy crap, Scott Hall pulled out of the bag. But Jeff Jarrett is your TNA champion because he's our most popular guy on the roster. So giving him the belt for a period of time is going to help us, you know, in the long run. But in a good match, Jeff Jarrett defeated Mick Foley, Owen Hart and Scott Hall. The order elimination was Mick Foley, then Owen Hart, and finally Scott Hall. Jeff Jarrett is your TNA champion. Mick Foley saved his extremist gimmick, Scottish rating of average. Egomaniac gimmick, average. Is Jeff Jarrett, Owen Hart, old school face, and showing great. Scott Hall, badass, very good. And that's quality and the colour commentary to the match a boost. Mick Foley 41, Jeff Jarrett 51, Owen Hart 46, Scott Hall 66. No work appearance. So Mick Foley, face, heel, obviously. But because they've messed it up for me, I think that's correct. Unless Owen Hart's a heel as well. So look, Jeff Jarrett is a heel. So Scott Hall. All of my main eventers are heels. He will be taking on Shane Douglas next month at Destination X. Oh yes, I'm booking Destination X now, by the way, guys. So you can see what we got coming. Scott Hall will be in action. Scott Hall is a heel. So let's narrow it down to faces all. And he will be taking on Owen Hart. So Scott Hall versus Owen Hart will be one of your matches at the next event. Destination X, of course. When we bring the X Division title in or the TV title, it will be a lot better. But at the moment, Destination X is just a pay-per-view. Random name. Sid Vicious, who's a heel, will be taking on Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit versus Sid Vicious. I like the look of that. Mick Foley will be taking on the ludicrous and rowdy one, Ricky Knight. And there's one more match we could do, but I can't remember who it is. Sabu, the suicide or homicide of Sabu. Taking on Steven Regal. There you go. Sabu's face, Steven Regal heel. So there you go. That's your card for next month's Destination X. Live on STVC TV for some reason. Well, we are a small company, but we get 54C minus for our first show, which is lovely, lovely, lovely jubbly. I don't think we'll get that rating next month because I'm not putting the because of the main event, but we'll see. But hey ho, praise for great performance. Scott Austin, please. Jeff Jackson, please. Owen Hart, please. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for the first ever TNA 1987 episode live. Thanks for that from Slammiversary. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again on the other side very soon. Thank you. Hey guys, I just had a really weird problem with OBS, which wouldn't let me record. But hey guys, welcome to Destination X, our second ever TNA Wrestling event. Is sold out tonight in the same arena we used before. And in a decent match, Sabu defeats Steven Regal in 10:01 by pinfall the triple moon jump moonsault. Steven Regal 32, Sabu 34. No work improvements, a 35E plus to open up tonight. Ricky Knight Jr. in a decent match. Mick Foley defeats Ricky Knight in 9:32 by pinfall the double arm DDT. Nice quality in the colour commentary match a boost. Ricky Knight 23, Mick Foley 39. No work improvements, a 35E plus. In a decent match, Sid Vicious defeated Chris Benoit in 12:06 by pinfall the powerbomb. Sid Vicious visibly tiring towards the end. The nice quality in the colour commentary match a boost. Chris Benoit 54, Sid Vicious 35. Benoit improving in performance of 51D plus. Beautiful. In a superb match, Scott Hall defeated Owen Hart in 15:10 by pinfall the Razor's Edge. The nice quality in the colour commentary match a boost. Owen Hart 45, Scott Hall 65. No work improvements. And then the main event of the night is Jeff Jarrett taking on Shane Douglas. And in a bout of fantastic and great wrestling, Jeff Jarrett defeated Shane Douglas in 14:34 by pinfall. Jeff Jarrett makes defense number 1 of his TNA Championship. Shane Douglas 52, Jeff Jarrett 54. Shane Douglas improving in performance, a 57C minus to close out the night. And that gives us a 56C minus, another great show. That show will be given to Jeff Jarrett. Not Owen, Scott Hall, and I actually am going to give it to Chris Benoit because Chris Benoit was amazing. So praised, and praised. And guys, we'll see you next month for the second TNA episode in 1987. Thank you for watching. Hello and welcome back to TNA's biggest show yet. We are going to close this episode off with Lockdown. We're not going to look at the roster. We will... No, we won't have a quick look at the roster because I'm going to leave that. So it'll close off with Lockdown like the next episode. I know this episode is going to be kind of short with that, but next episode we're going to open up with a quick rundown of the roster, seeing how they're improved. We're also going to go into TNA Impact. So after Lockdown, which is our next big event, which is coming up next month, that is when we'll do it. But ladies and gentlemen, we've opened up tonight against all odds in front of 250 people at the Tau Fair Middle School, and Yokozuna defeats Mick Foley in our opening match in 8:08 by pinfall the Bonsai Drop. Yokozuna's debut is Monster Gimmick, it's not showing of average. Mick Foley is way off his game. Nice quality in the colour commentary match boost. Yokozuna 27, Mick Foley 35. No work areas. This is our biggest show yet. We're now a small company. We've got 20 people on the roster. Some of them have jumped ship to us from GCP. Trust me, they're only £1,000 each, so I'm not bothered. We're making money each month. We should be alright. In a battle decent wrestling down much heat, Steven Regal defeated Sabu in 7:32 by pinfall. Sabu 39, Steven Regal 36, 41D. No work improvements, but a nice match nonetheless. In a battle decent wrestling down much heat, Chris Benoit defeated Ricky Knight in 7:57 by submission. Ricky Knight 27, Chris Benoit 57. No work improvements, but a 51D plus. Okay. This is where we have our half-time break after this match. But in a decent match, Vader defeats Sid Vicious, Shane Douglas, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, and Owen Hart in 14:47. The order of elimination was The Undertaker. First, then Owen Hart, then Sid Vicious, then Shawn Michaels, and finally Shane Douglas. Vader is your TNA Global Champion. Undertaker debuted his Dademan gimmick, very good. Paul Bearer did good work at ringside. Shawn Michaels show stealer gimmick, initial rating, very good. Vader, Monster, very good. And that's quality in the colour commentary. Thing. Paul Bearer, obnoxious, above average. Owen Hart, 49. Sid Vicious, 37. Shane Douglas, 55. The Undertaker, 42. Shawn Michaels, 53. Vader, 56. Shane Douglas improving flying, a 55 C-. There will be no promos or anything, angles like that until we start TNA Impact, because I've not got the storylines set yet. I don't want to set them up before lockdown, but there will be storylines set after that. But holy shit, a 69 C+ in a superb match. Sting defeated Scott Hall in 14:42 by pinfall. Sting debuted his old school face going at Scottish rating of average. Now it's quality lift match. Sting 57, Scott Hall 68. No working for us, a 69 C+. But in above had fantastic heat and good wrestling, Larry Zbyszko defeated the Ultimate Warrior in 14:38 by pinfall. 66 C+. Larry Zbyszko debuted his old school heel gimmick. Initial rating are great. The Ultimate Warrior power and paint. Initial rating are great. Now it's quality and the colour comp together match a boost. Larry Zbyszko 70. The Ultimate Warrior 45. Warrior improving in technical, but a nice bloody match. 76 B- in an exceptional match. Ted DiBiase defeats Arn Anderson in 14:54 by pinfall while using the ropes leverage. Ted DiBiase old school heel gimmick, initial rating of awful. Arn Anderson old school face gimmick, initial rating of average. Ted DiBiase 69. Arn Anderson 75. No work in progress, a 76 B-. And then our main event of the night is Truly Blanchard taking on Jeff Jarrett. A 74 B-. In an exceptional match, Jeff Jarrett defeated Truly Blanchard in 20:04 by pinfall. Jeff Jarrett makes defense number 2 of his TNA Championship. Truly Blanchard badass gimmick, initial rated great. Truly Blanchard 79, Jeff Jarrett 54. No work in progress, but a 74 B- to close off our show. My friends, we were live around the world on a network that was shown all around the world, free to air network. But a 72 B-. Everybody in the world got to see that great show, and it's going to go to Truly on. And I'm actually going to have to give it to where is it? Who was it? Larry as well, because Larry did quite well. So they're going to be praised, and we'll see you next Wednesday for another edition of TNA when we go to lockdown. Thank you for watching. Hello and welcome back. We've got 300 people tonight, and Mara Narawa and Jesse, our first proper welcome angle to one of these events, is happening tonight, and then we'll have a quick look at the roster, then I'm going to bed. So Mara goes, welcome to TNA Wrestling Lockdown. All the matches inside the steel cage tonight. All matches are inside are a steel cage match. The main event, Ted DiBiase versus Truly Blanchard versus Arn Anderson versus Jeff Jarrett for the TNA Championship. And Jesse just jumps in and goes, Monday night TNA Impact, first wrestling show go live every week, and tonight every match inside a steel cage. We are breaking ground, and the other wrestling companies are shaking in their boots. Let this get its party started with a first of its kind, a lethal lockdown match. A roof with weapons, steel chairs, tables, ladders, anything you find. Please do not try this at home. So 67 C+ for that beautiful angle. All the top guys have made a thing, and they get a 32E in a decent match. Sabu defeated Sid Vicious in 15:16 by pinfall, the triple jump moonsault through a table. Just because I know they don't add it. There you go. Sid Vicious is retiring, the belt dragged in the middle, lack of flow being noticeable. Now it's quality in the colour commentary match boost. Sid Vicious 37, Sabu 38. Sid Vicious improving in performance. Just remember, everything's inside a steel cage to match tonight, so everything's going to be longer than normal because this is a longer event. I don't know why he keeps doing that. In a decent match, Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels, Owen Hart defeated Ricky Knight Jr., Steven Regal, and Yokozuna in a cage match in 14:45, when Owen Hart defeated Steven Regal by pinfall. Owen Hart 54, Shawn Michaels 54, Mick Foley 40, Yokozuna 32, Steven Regal 43, Ricky Knight 32, Mick Foley and Owen Hart improve. Mick Foley in Rumble, Owen Hart in performance. A 50D+ there. In about that great heat and good wrestling, Vader defeated Shane Douglas in 15:18 by pinfall with a power bomb. Vader makes defense number 1 of his global championship. 61C, Shane Douglas 57, Vader 55. Vader improving in technical, not a bad little match. TNA. And we come back after the break and we find that we have a bout that had fantastic heat and good wrestling as the Ultimate Warrior gets one over Larry Zbyszko after last month, defeating him in 14:35 by pinfall with a big splash. Larry Zbyszko 68, Ultimate Warrior 44, no work improvements, but 65C, not bad at all. Let's hope the main event does good. In a 63C, in a bout that had good heat, had great heat and good wrestling, Sting defeated Scott Hall in 15:21 by pinfall. Scott Hall 59, Sting 57, no work improvements, a 63C, not bad. A 61C for the hype video, hyping up tonight's main event, which is going to get a 73B minus in an exceptional match. Trudy Blanchard defeated Arnold, Ted DiBiase, Arnoldson and Jeff Jarrett in a cage match in 2042. Trudy Blanchard defeated Jeff Jarrett by pinfall with a slingshot suplex. He wins the TNA Championship, so he actually pinned the champion. Trudy Blanchard 74, Ted DiBiase 66, Arnoldson 72, Jeff Jarrett 58. No working with 73B minus. So we end TNA lockdown with that beautiful match. And I'm going to make a lovely speech pointing out Arnoldson, Jeff Jarrett, and Ted DiBiase. There's a couple of people missing off that card, which I did without thinking. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Who was missing? Chris Benoit. Yeah, Chris Benoit wasn't on the card. There's someone else as well. There's only 3 matches here. There should be 4, but hey ho. That's the Arn Sanderson scene, please. Jeff Jarrett was pleased with your speech, and so was Ted DiBiase. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see it back at the main screen to talk about how the roster has improved. Thank you for watching. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry I missed a couple of guys off the show. I don't normally do that, but I did have a problem. But as you can see, we've got a sellout crowd, 69 people, and we're on the Fight Network. But hey ho guys, welcome back to TNA Lockdown after a beautiful showing last night, and 54,000 people enjoyed that show. We're going to have a quick look at the roster and give you an idea what's going on, how people are improving, because there's only 20 wrestlers, so it shouldn't take us too long. And I'm going to show you the way the roster works. The reason Jeff Jarrett has lost his title, if we quickly tour my company, you can see that Ted DiBiase's up there, so he's truly second. So we'll either have another heel, but I want to take Jeff off because I'm going to have Ted feud with Thingamy for the championship. That's the type of storyline I've got going, but we've got a 95A popularity on it as Trudy Blanchard holds the title. Jeff Jarrett had 2 defences, and Vader, of course, is your global champion. So I'm just going to quickly add that storyline in. So I don't know what the rest of the storylines are going to be, but I do know that we are going to be having storylines. So it's definitely be Ted and Truly, our 2 most popular guys on the roster. Those 2 need to be main event in our shows. Arn Anderson and Larry. Sorry if I go quiet when I'm typing. There you go. So yeah, that's how storylines are made in this game by me. But hey ho, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not doing any more. So we're going to have a quick look at the roster and see how the roster fares out with everybody on it. First things I do after a show is I go auto push, and everyone now is in the right position. I do it after every single show, whether it's TV taping, which we've got now, or anything else. So main eventers, we have Arn Anderson. So these 4 guys are relatively new, so they were on exclusive pay-per-view deals with Thingamy, with Jim Crockett Promotions, but they agreed to. So I haven't had him on the roster for long enough to see any improvements, and I don't think the game's been. I don't think he's done a lot in Jim Crockett as either to warrant any improvements. So we'll just see how he goes. I am going to give these guys the benefit of the doubt because they're already pretty good and they're drawing some good ratings for us. The same with the living legend Larry Zbyszko. You know, he isn't doing any improvements, but you know, these are all pop guys, so I'm not complaining. You know, to have ratings like that in this size of a company and getting profit each month is not bad. Ted DiBiase, for some reason, is our most popular guy in the company, but he is like got a 72 in the southeast, which is where we're based. But as you can see, ooh, I don't want that up. I want skills, thank you. But as you can see, he's been in Japan working. So as you can see, his PRS has gone up. His sprawling's gone up. He's been improving. He's been in Japan, which is amazing to see. So yeah, he's a one to watch. Especially now he's going to be in the main event scene for a while. Feuding for that championship. Don't worry, Jeff will get his rematch. And then you got Truly Blanchard, who was working for Jim Crockett Promotions as well as a main eventer, as an exclusive pay-per-view appearance, a main eventer. But I don't think they've given him a chance to improve over there. He hasn't improved anywhere while being there apart from in safety. So we're going to keep an eye on him, just see how he goes, and just see what happens. So a lot of the people who are new are not going to have many improvements just yet, but as we start pushing them and we start doing a lot more with them, we'll see what happens. Now, our upper mid-carders, there's 4 in each section at the moment. It gets a bit more compact when we get down the bottom. There is a heel, there is a kind of vibe to it, as you'll see in a bit, which will help us book. But as you can see, Jeff Jarrett's come in, and he hasn't done a lot of improving either. But give him time. You see, he's improving over here. This is where the improvements are. Let me have a quick drink. Sorry, guys. His improvements are in performance. Physical, entertainment. And he's got no improvements here, but he's improving. So we're going to just leave him the benefit down, just keep an eye on him. So you've got Jeff Jarrett and Vader in the main event scene, who are heels. So either Sting or feud. So that's how I will do this storyline based. So Jeff Jarrett will feud with Sting or Ultimate Warrior, so on and so forth. And then that will just leave everyone else to mingle. But yeah, as you can see, Sting, he hasn't been here that long, so I'm not going to expect him to be improving a lot. But he's improved in places while working in these other companies. So I'm just going to gloss over. I'm not going to quickly, not being mean, I'm just going to gloss over the people who are new, because there's no point in looking at them because they're not going to have done a lot. This guy, Dingo Warrior, Ultimate Warrior, needs a lot of improving. Just saying. Vader, there's his skill set at the moment. I know for a fact he hasn't done a lot of improving either. Yeah, he hasn't had a lot of time to improve. He's been improving chain wrestling and places like that. We'll see. We'll come back to this at the end of Bound for Glory, and just see how he's doing. Filter mid-carders, please. So I'm just going to run through them. I'm not. Owen Hart mid-carder. I want to get into the main event scene. Owen Hart's been pushed to be up there with the other guys because he's been improving in all areas of his performance as well. He's been doing really well. So he is up there for a major push. He also is a champion. He's a British Commonwealth mid-heavyweight champion. Scott Hall, someone who's been doing quite well since coming to the company, but for some reason he can't get his popularity up. That's probably because he keeps losing. But as you can see, his improvements are not very good at the moment. They're very slow. But he's been improving in performance. His physical stuff has been improving. His entertainment skills have been improving, sort of. It's just kind of hit a stalemate. So, he's not been doing a lot for us lately. Goodbye. Shane Douglas, someone who's been here since the first show as well. I'm not gonna bother looking at the newer guys who come in last 2 shows because they wouldn't have had time to improve between me signing them and them coming in. But Shane Douglas is another one who's really good in ring, but he's not improving. I think we need to put him in with someone better than him to get those improvements. I think that's how it works. But you see, he's improving the physical. He hasn't been improving the star quality and stuff. But we'll just see how he works. I'm sure the fans will take to him. Shawn Michaels is new. Sid Vicious, he's been here since the first show, so he's been here for 4 months now. Yeah, there's Sid Vicious for you. I think he's going to be another Dave Bautista, but he's in his first year in the business, so we'll see how he gets on. The Undertaker, of course, is relatively new, so we're not going to gloss over you. Filter, lower mid-carders. So all of these guys, apart from Yokozuna, have been here since day one. So He keeps to jump from the mid card, but you see he's not picking up improvements very quick, as he is in the other save on this game in this year. All Action Wrestling, but we'll see how he goes. Keep a close eye on him. He's getting more respect and stuff, so we'll see how it goes. Ricky Knight the same as well. There's no improvements here at all, and that's a worry. That is a serious worry for me. But he's not improving anywhere in the ring. But then he said, he is improving in performances and stuff, so I can't complain. Sabu's another one. He's really good at hardcore wrestling. Throw him in a hardcore match and he'll look good. But he's really good at his hardcore. He's really good at his brawling, and he's really sharp at all the other stuff. But he needs to start improving in those bits. So it's just a case of watching what he's doing, seeing how he's improving stuff. But we'll find out in the next 3 months at Bound for Glory if he's done all of that. Because then they've got a lot more wrestling to do now because of TV. And then finally we got Mick Foley. He's also the same, really good at hardcore and stuff, but he's not here all this time, so I can't do a lot about that. But he's been improving. As you can see, he's improved in here, and I don't care. If they've got slight improvements, I'm happy with them. It's only 3 o'clock in the morning, jeez. I'm doing this at 3 o'clock in the morning. That shows how much dedication I have to this. Some improvements. I'm not complaining, there is improvements for William Regal. And he's, young. He's so young that those improvements are going to be slow. Sid Vicious, what will we say? But we'll see. So yeah, that's our roster as it stands. I don't know if anyone's in a Richmond. No, awesome. Stephen Regal and Chris Benoit didn't appear on the show. Did they not? No. Let's have a look. So, with facial marks. No, Stephen Regal did. There was definitely someone not on the show. No, them not. I don't know who it was. Chris Benoit was one of them. Yokozuna. Chris Benoit and Yokozuna didn't appear. There you go. That's who didn't appear at the lockdown pay-per-view. Yokozuna. No, he did. Yeah, Yokozuna did. Vader did. And Chris Benoit did. He took on the Undertaker. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Someone didn't appear on the show. Anyway. We're going to just have a quick look at what's going on in Jim Crockett and World Wrestling Federation. Just at champions, the most popular guys, and stuff like that. So, Randy Savage is the Intercontinental Champion. No one's won the King of the Ring yet. Women's Champion is Fabulous Moolah. World Heavyweight Champion, of course, is Hulk Hogan. World Tag Team Champions are Bret Hart and Jim Nadine Hart. Okay, whoop. So, there's 61 active wrestlers. Most pop stars are reigning Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Roddy Piper, Randy Savage and Ricky Steamboat, okay? So that's what's going on there. Over in Jim Crockett, Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff, Jerry Lawler and Barry Windham. Nikita Koloff is the United States Champion. United States Tag Team is Ron Given and Barry Windham. NWA World Heavyweight Champion, of course, is Ric Flair. World Junior Heavyweight is Denny Brown. 6-man tag are vacant. World Tag Team is Manny Fernandez and Rick Rude. World Television is Team Royal. And World Women's is Misty Blue Simmons. So that's what's going on now. I'm not going to go into anything else, really. I think we've got everything we need. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this first episode replacing New Japan Pro Wrestling. I hope you're enjoying it. I really hope that this is good for you guys. And we'll see you again when we start doing TNA Impact. You're going to get 1 month, 4 TNA Impact and a pay-per-view next time. Sorry this might be a bit short, but hey, it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. What more do you want me to do? Thank you for watching.